When I started researching the British royal family, the British tabloids, any possible leakers, Prince Harry's court case, and the smear campaign against Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, I wanted to identify any patterns that I saw because that's how my brain thinks. I think in patterns. And very quickly, the pattern of "we will welcome Prince Harry back if" started to emerge. He will be welcomed back without Meghan Markle. Royal expert Daisy, whoever believes the firm, would also have Harry back despite years of drama. Royal expert Jenny Bond said this about welcoming Harry back without Meghan Markle. Another one. You see what I mean? There is a pattern here. But since these people claim to dislike Prince Harry so much, why on earth would they want him back? In my humble opinion, it is because they need Prince Harry. And they don't want Meghan Markle for two reasons. One, race, that's obvious. And the second reason is because she's no dum-dum. She went to Northwestern and has a degree in international relations and worked at the American Embassy in Buenos Aires. She's going to be able to sniff out corruption, and they don't like that. But back to Prince Harry. Why do I think that they need him? The first reason is that he's very charismatic. Prince Harry can get a crowd going, he can get people laughing, and people really feel like they connect with Prince Harry. The second reason has to do with numbers. There are only so many working royals. I love me some Princess Anne, but that woman can only do so much. Charles and Camilla have never really done a whole lot, and Camilla can barely make it out of a car. Then you have William and Kate. They can only do so much, and their kids are too young. So who else is going to step up to the plate? And God help me if they ever send Andrew to a royal event involving children, because I wouldn't put it past them at this point. But fear not, I bring receipts to back up my point. Let's take a look at this Daily Mail article from September 14th of 2020. It says, "Don't I have a voice? Meghan Markle was overheard asking icily. Now she does. And I know how Prince Harry can find his too. Sarah Sands," I want you to remember that name. Sarah Sands says, "Never mind Netflix. There's a vital role the Duke could be playing." Sarah Sands goes on to talk about other stuff, California, and then inserts, "I wonder, could one day we see Meghan fighting for the White House? I don't think Meghan has ever said anything about that." Sarah Sands goes on to put a lot of fluff into this article, and then we get to the good stuff. Now look at the caption, how Prince Harry might look building bridges with Scotland. Well, I'm not going to lie, Prince Harry does rock a kilt. She goes on to say, "And there's work to be done. Harry is a prince and his country needs him first." She goes on to say, "Boris Johnson needs all the help he can get from the royal family this time." Side note, Boris Johnson could have 1,000 members of the royal family and they would not help him. Anyway, let's continue on. You can pause to read the rest. But then she said, "We need to nurture every union bond. We need more than economy and common currency to hold things together. What of the emotional ties? What of the monarchy and military? Prince Harry can't evoke both." So she needs him. They need him. She finishes the article by saying, "What can Harry say now about the union? Come on, Harry. Nature documentaries are fine and will pay the bills, but there's a bigger prize to fight for." And then follows up by saying, "Doesn't that sound a more stirring cause for a noble prince than just being another West Coast wokeness warrior?" See what I mean? They need him. Then we have this article from Hello from May 29th, 2018, and it says, "Prince Harry's cousin shows how charity runs in the family." I would say this headline would be perfectly acceptable if it were Kitty Spencer doing a fundraiser. But the problem here is this is Ben Elliott, who is Camilla Parker Bowles' nephew. I mean, technically, because Charles and Camilla are related, Ben and Harry are probably distant cousins, but that's a weird way to frame it. I wouldn't say they were cousins. And then it goes on to say the Duchess of Cornwall's nephew helped raise £135,000. Again, you see Prince Harry's name for clickbait and SEO value, and then they refer to him as Ben Elliott's cousin. And by reading this, you would think that Ben Elliott was the biggest philanthropist ever, and maybe even a male version of Princess Diana. And here, Ben, whose auntie is the Duchess of Cornwall, credits his family upbringing for encouraging his charitable nature. You can pause to read, and Ben basically goes on to talk about what a good person he is. And if you can sense some insincerity in my voice or a tone, it's because most charitable people aren't found in certain people's little black books, if you know what I'm talking about. Allegedly. And they also don't collude with Russian oligarchs. But I do want you to remember those names, Sarah Sands and Ben Elliott, because they will be coming up again.